You know, I've been thinking about something lately. What happens when you've done everything you're supposed to do? You've done everything right, and life doesn't look like the plan. Like you're 30 plus, or even getting there, and the version of the life you imagined is either not here yet or is completely different from what you're experiencing now. If you can relate to this, come sit with me and let's talk for a second. Shh, let's be honest. This could be good for me. Lately, I was feeling like I need a purpose. Hello, guys. Welcome to Everyday Spice with Mo, where we have real, raw, and relatable conversations. This is our first episode of 2026. Yeah, but I want to talk about this phase of our lives. A lot of adults have been going through this confusion. It's something that's been in my heart, and I said, let me talk about it and see if any of you can relate. First, let's tell the truth. Most of us didn't create our plans consciously. It was a mix of what we saw in the society, like what the society praised or what we saw growing up. Like for example, you say, oh, I'll go after secondary school, I'll go to university, I'll study this course, I'll graduate at this age, I'll have this job, then get married, or if he's not married, then acquire this financial goal. I'll be a rich woman or a rich man. I'll be this, travel the world, and all of those stuffs, which is a good plan, right? Because it's what we saw growing up. Doctors, lawyers, and all of these things have been praised, and most of us just say, "Oh, I'll be a lawyer." Or you saw someone like Omotola growing up, watching Omotola, and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna be an actor." It's just the norm of what you are seeing, like what you're experiencing in your environment. That's what most of us planned our lives on, unconsciously or consciously. So when life doesn't match that timeline, you feel like, oh my God, I've done something wrong. But the truth is that, what if that wasn't really your plan? What if that plan was never truly yours? A lot of people are quietly adjusting their lives behind the scene, but publicly, they look like everything is on track. And you'll be like, why am I behind? Why is everything not working out? Meanwhile, someone else is thinking exactly the same thing. The person that you think got their life together is also thinking why they are stuck, or why are they behind, or why is this plan not going according to the way they envisioned the plan to go. Let me say something clearly, and I really need you to hear it. Being off timeline is different from being off track. You're not late, you're not behind, you're just living a version of life of a script you were given to. Because trust me, in most African homes, your future is determined from the day you were born. This girl is so beautiful, she's gonna be a model, or she'll be a beauty queen. This child is so intelligent, she'll be a doctor. Oh, this child likes to talk and argue, you should be a lawyer. It's just that this plan was truly never yours. You're just living in the script that you were given. And that's why you see some people after they go to university and maybe their parents wanted them to be doctors. You see that some people want to be an artist, and that's where the problem is. They start to rebel against their parents, go to studios, record, release their EPs, and their parents are not in support. But it's just like that. It's just few people who have the strength or confidence to face their parent and say, "This script you've given me is not what I want. It's This is something I want." But the percentage of people that actually do that is just maybe 1%. Majority of us are given the scripts we are living the scripts our friends has given us. Now, I won't lie to you. There are moments when you see your colleagues, your peers, your friends, or people that you admire, or people that you're of the same set doing great, hitting milestones, and you start to question yourself. What's wrong with me? Why isn't everything not working for me? Why are they getting it right and you are not getting it right? Why? So many why. You start to compare yourself and you start to wonder if you ever made a wrong decision or if you've been making wrong decisions. But that feeling is human. It's just normal. And it's okay to feel that way sometimes, but not in a witchy way or not like witchcraft type of way. Or sometimes it's just human nature to feel that way. Don't let comparison, healthy comparison, become toxic comparison. Don't beat yourself over things that you don't see behind the scene of. Because trust me, you are also doing a great job. Because sometimes there's nothing wrong with your life. It's just that you're measuring it with the wrong ruler. That's just the honest truth. Plans change and people change. When you are 20 years old, you planned according to what you knew, what you've experienced, and who you thought you were. And trust me, when you're 30, you change. When you're 40, you change. When you're 50, change is constant. The things you like, the music you like, the friends you accommodate, you get to a certain stage of your life, you just don't find them interesting anymore. But you're not that person anymore. Stop holding your life, your current life hostage to something you've outgrown. It's okay if your priorities have changed. It's okay if your career path has changed. That you came out as a first class in, let's say, what course will we say? Computer science. And now you want to go into fashion. Excuse me. And now you want to go into fashion. It's okay for your career path to change. Now, here's where I'll be a little bit firm with you. Don't stay stuck in disappointment. You're allowed to acknowledge it. You're allowed to say, oh, this is not what I imagined. But you're not allowed to sit there and stop building because the life you actually want still needs your participation. So instead of asking yourself, why is nothing working for me? Why is my life not going the way I plan? Start asking yourself, what kind of plan makes sense for my life now? I remember yesterday in church, Pastor Tolu said, if you don't know what to pray about, sometimes tell God to give you what you need in the season because sometimes we don't even know what we need in the season. For example, she said, if you're not planning to marry, or no, if you're not married, you can't be saying, oh God, give me children because you're not married. Do you get? Or if you're an engineer, you're not saying, God, give me a case for me to win. No, you ask for what you need in the season. And if you don't know what you want or what you need in this season, you can ask God, God, give me what I need. You know me, you know my heart. You knew me before I was born, before I was even formed. So give me what I need. Give me what you know that I need for this season. And start planning your life accordingly. It's okay if you've planned, and it's okay to change. Because sometimes most of us are not living the life that we thought we planned. We thought we had it in control, but most times those things were controlled by society, our loved ones. And that's why sometimes you notice that most people with their career paths tend to change because they realize that what they have passion for, the vision they have has changed. I remember Global Temo was saying that if she was talked being, oh, I want to be a poet, I like to write poems and other stuff, and she didn't move on from that part, she will still be stuck because everybody knows that she used to write poems, and if she kept forcing that part, that wasn't working anymore. She won't be where people know her to be today. So that's it. It's okay that your life might not be working, but ask yourself sincere question. What do I need to do to change? What do I need for the season? What what needs to change? What is the new plan for my life? What do I love? What is my passion? What is it I love to do? And now, build from there. Slowly, honestly, intentionally build. Ask yourself the question, what do I need in this season? What do I love right now? And start to build. Don't be stuck. And don't overthink it. Don't think about what people will say. Let me leave you with this. Some of the most fulfilling lives were built after the original plan fell apart, because that's when people start to finally choose for themselves. So if your life doesn't look like the plan now, maybe it's time to write your story, not the script that you've been acting. Maybe it's time to look inward and ask yourself, what do I need to do? What passions do I have? What do I need in this season? What do I need to adjust? What do I need to drop? What do I need to let go? And what do I need to start building my life on? Take your time. You're not late. You're just learning to build the life that's actually yours. And do you know what? That's what everything in this world. You getting to rewrite your own story. You getting to build what you love. And trust me, that's what everything. So if you're 30 plus or you're getting there and life doesn't look like the life you've planned, just tell yourself it's okay to grow slow. It's okay to rewrite your story. It's okay to change plans. It's okay to do what you love, what excuse me, what you feel fit into, and leave what you've been holding on to. Let people talk, but you can move on. People always talk about, oh, you used to be this. I've seen people change their passion 100 times till they found what worked and they stuck to it. People will talk and people will forget. So choose you. Do what you write. Write your own story. And trust me, hold God. God, have a God factor in your life. Make sure you commit your ways into His hands. Let Him hold you. Let Him guide you. But please do not wallow in self pity. Do not stay stuck in being a victim and start comparing yourself and be stuck and start thinking that you are a failure, because you're not a failure. God is just opening your eyes to say that this path doesn't work now. Let's try a new path. And I hope you learned one or two lessons from today's episode. If you relate with this, if you feel like you have people that can relate to this, share with them and help someone, encourage someone who is feeling like they are stuck or they are not moving forward in life, and just tell them that it's okay and it's time for them to ask themselves the question, what would they want in this season? Remember, if you don't know what you want, ask God to show you or to give you what you need in this season. I love you guys, and hopefully we get to I get to drop more episodes every week. Um Thank you guys for listening, and share with your loved ones, and listen to me on every streaming platform. I love you guys. Mwah. See you next time on another episode on Everyday Spice with Mo. Don't let this be our last conversation. So subscribe. When you talk to me,